to insure the machine and themselves. But since they now started carrying passengers, what the finance minister did was to give additional cover for the passengers. So what he introduced was third-party cover for the passengers. And I know people are upset. You know, some even political leaders have gone to court. It is not corruption. What the minister is just saying is that people must be covered. Okay. So what we have been doing as Jubilee is to prepare a product. Since February this year, we have actually been working on a product because we anticipated that was likely to come, and so we'll be ready in a few months to then go to the market once Parliament approves, and we should be able to offer. We will begin initially with organized groups because going to them individually is very difficult. Remember, there are close to 1.2 million of them, and 40% of them are only insured. The other 60% are not even insured, even with the previous insurance covers which were mandatory. So we are ready, and we will begin with organized groups initially, and then we don't suspect that they will generate losses. But as the chairman has said, Jubilee is very strong in controls. So we will make sure that we don't introduce any losses to our system, and our actuaries have actually worked out the figures, and we know exactly how to price the product, but we'll begin with organized groups first. Jubilee has always looked beyond equities. If you look at what the chairman presented, you know, we have moved from 2012, where equities used to contribute 14 to 7, so we reduced by half. Where did we put this money? We are looking at opportunities across the region of where to put instruments. We have increased T-bills, deliberate because the yields from T-bills were good. And the chairman also said about Bujagali. We want to put another $50 million to increase our portfolio in Bujagali. So we always look at opportunities, and I can assure you that our investment decisions are very carefully looked at. Those who don't meet then will be encouraged to consolidate. So you'll see a lot of adjustments in the industry post 2020. So that should be exciting and starts kicking in. I guess my suspicion is probably next year's finance minister's speech will include a raft of incentives to encourage the consolidation, so that then every company then meets that requirement. So in the early 2000s, Nigeria shrunk their banks from 18 to 15 when the incentives were given, and then the capital adequacy ratios changed. So Korea, I think, moved from around 40 banks to 10. So a lot of it will be guided by the regulator. Also our experience, our prudence, you know, our values. We can attract a lot of wealth management from the high net worth individuals in Kenya.
As I said, for example, in Tanzania, we are looking at some companies right now. We are looking at them. Even here, I think that's happening, because what happens is that as your loss ratios are going up, you are always in the market to buy companies which are not dirty, and just because they are a loss maker doesn't mean that we can't take it. And we are looking right now at 3 or 4 companies with a view to acquisition. You know that if you look at my balance sheet, that we are strong, we are cash rich, we can buy up other companies. So I think that this would be in our interest and the interest of the industry, and we are certainly in the market for that. So in answer to your question, yes, it's very positive from both sides, from our desire but also our ability to buy up other companies. Not only also in Kenya, but also we are looking at some companies also in Tanzania, for example, right now. Then to stop them, and this consolidation should come into operation. And because The problem is the regulator, if he stops them from operating, if you are with a, for example, insurance company and your medical is with them for the year, you paid your premium. You are now in June. What happens? You lose your 6 months premium. And are you covered then? But the situation is, if they are making losses, they are not able to pay the providers. So you go into a hospital of one of these red companies and you are told, sorry, but we will not take this card because they are not paying us. So these are the kind of problems that are happening in the industry right now. Look at this, 19 out of 40. That's the list. And in medical, it is 12 out of 20. Life insurance, we are also introducing lots and lots of other ideas, you know, so that people can afford to put a little money to get insurance, which then can be transferred into education insurance for their children. They can also get loans on those life insurance policies. There are so many other policies that you can have from a life policy that will increase penetration. You know that when 15 years ago, for example, nobody in the insurance industry advertised anything. And the penetration here was 1%, 15 years ago. Right? Because we started this advertising and selling insurance products, and that it was okay to tell people to buy insurance for medical or for their homes or for their whatever. And I think that more and more this is happening now. And I think that it's education of the people that will get them to understand the advantages of having insurance. Some of our peer groups, including Sunlam and Italy, 100% free from corruption. Those who tell us that in a country like Kenya or Uganda or Tanzania, said we will be operational. And this is the first for Jubilee. Handle this with care, please.